Well. Have you ever wanted to flicker strike inside of your hideout? Well, have you ever wanted to play a build that fights with you? Or fights against you? Well, this is probably going to be the build for you. So, w- I'll just give a little demonstration. I don't think any flicker strike build can flicker strike in hideout. Ah, yes. This is peak Path of Exile. Anyways, so let's get into it. It's not actually Flicker Strike, it's actually Lightning Warp mixed with Kitava's Thirst. That's the main concept of the build. I do have a Mage Blood just because I had a bunch of money laying around. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's been some upgrades to it based off of the other video. So we have Foulborn Barracks Respite for Explode. We use Storm's Gift for Explode Proliferation. And we have a Mage Blood. Yeah, Doriani's. You get the gist. So the reason why it's flickering around all crazy and stuff like that, it's because we're actually using Frostblink. Now, you could go for a more controlled version of this. You could swap out Frostblink for Lightning Conduits of the Heaven. I was trying out some different skills. As far as gems go, it's more or less the same. These gems are here to reduce Lightning Warp's duration. And in order to make it cost 100 mana, which is the prerequisite for Kitava's Thirst, you need to spend 100 mana to trigger a skill. Now the fun thing about this unique is that it triggers all these skills at once. And I'm not sure if there's a particular order, but yeah, that's how it goes. Then we use Shock Nova to get more shock effect, so we have maximum shock effect here. And then we also stack mana, or a bit of it at least. Mana's not the main damage source. The reason why we do have a huge mana pool is because we're using this Watcher's Eye here, where you recover mana back on Clarity. And we also take a mana mastery. Where is it? Mana Mastery to recover 10% mana when you use the skill, so that's how we're sustaining our mana. Otherwise, like, regen is not enough, it uses a lot of mana. Anyways, you get the gist. Doriana's prototype, negative lightning res, amulet. And keep in mind, these do also have cast speed on them, and that's how I'm able to cast so fast. And we also Mage Blood, which means ailment immunity, you know, the old thing, Storm Shout, whatever. These flasks, sticker stats, negative 200, 85, 85. Anyways, let's boot up a map just to show you. So, avoid elemental ailment, it could run it, it just does a lot less damage. So let's just pop in this map. We have basically the other setup. I just run this. Now I've been trying to get this guy leveled up, but he's died quite a bit of times. Anyways, let's show you what it looks like. This is with the Frostblink. So, you know, just rush through the entire map. Yeah, non-stop flicker, basically. You know, I was thinking that they add a skill gem in this game called, like, Flicker of Delusions, where you randomly strike in an area around you. And with Divination Distillate, sometimes you get Soul Eater, and it becomes crazy as fuck like this. And you can almost get to the end of the map, assuming, like, the Frostblink doesn't, like, randomly teleport you backwards. Yeah, yeah, definitely way better than my fucking Doriani's Fist build. Yeah, and that's the boss. All done. Oh. Yep. I don't know what the clear time was on that, but pretty fucking fast. Now, you could swap out the Frostbank of Wintery Blast for Lightning Conduit of the Heavens. Keep in mind, the reason why we are able to use Kitava's first is because of this specific double corruption. It's basically a +4, so that's a lot of fucking damage. Coupled with our huge shock effects, we're shocking for 85%, on top of Doriani's negative 200%. You do a lot of damage. And then we also have a +3 staff. So that +4 turns into actually +7. So we have a level 28 with a 21 corruption. So huge base damage. I realize that gem sockets don't actually, like, gemlings don't give you more damage. Just putting in a whole nother fucking skill gives you more damage. That's the crazy part. So honestly, all you need is a 6-link staff. You don't even need a 6-link prototype. Like, all you need is just overcharge. Well, you do in order to get this up to 100 mana cost, but frankly, that's not where most of the damage is. Most of the damage is up here. Like, this 6-link is only like a quarter of your damage, because we're actually running overcharge on our main 6-link in order to get those 85% shocks. So over here, we could run another strand map. Yeah, this looks runnable. And then we could also socket in Delirium. And we do that pretty easily by just doing little changes here. So we grab this. Oh, whoops. We grab this. And then go back up here. Grab this, yeah. One and done. It is also the pretty fun, like, build to troll people in hideouts. Like, imagine going in and just seeing a guy flicker striking nothing. Like, this is how Shock Nova should be. Like, you've seen Frostpink of Winterly Blast, and now we have this version. Now, I've seen Frostpink or Ice Nova Frostbolts, and I think it's a pretty good build, but it doesn't have the same speed as this, you know what I mean? No, I didn't even pick up the Delirium. Oh well. Whatever. Just 1 minute clear times. Yeah, this build's too fast. Like, the breach actually slows down the time. Like, I get on average like a minute 30 to 2 minute clear times. But if you just want a boss rush, it's ridiculously fast. So this version has a bit more control. Oh. Yeah, 6 portal defense. Let's see what killed us. Penetration, extra random element. We probably 282%. Fuck. Yeah, we probably got hit with the lightning damage. Anyways, let's pop in the next map. Reflect. Shit. Yeah, all these maps are trash. Let's pop in another one and see how fast we could just get to the end of the map. Yep, there's that. And then we could also show off a tier 16 at 17. Let's see if we have any tier 17s. Let's grab a fortress map. Unid'd, corrupted. Let's see what this have. Fuck it. Let's just run it. It's probably a terrible map pool. Yeah, we're gonna die in this one. I know it. It is what it is. I don't. Unstable tentacle fiends. Yeah, fuck that modifier. Regex that shit. Yeah, I mean the whole appeal is this is basically you flicker strike without needing a target. You could use flicker as a movement ability instead of just a damage ability. So I've always thought that Shock Nova was really underrated. Oh shit! Oh, we might die. Okay, because it just gets outclassed by Frost or Ice Nova Frost Bolts, which is really sad actually because I think thematically Shock Nova is a really cool skill, but as far as the meta goes, it's very under there. But with this method, we do have 85% chalk chance now, which is very nice. Oh shit. Yeah, the Tentacle Fiends is terrible. I'm gonna die. Is the boss over here? Nope. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to how I'm clearing this map. I'm just kind of haphazardly like going through it. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't care about loot. I'm just here to showcase. Okay, now we're over here. The decoy totem for the deeps. It doesn't kill tier 17s that fast, sadly. It is pretty slow. We're not hitting like billions of damage, so we don't just one-shot this guy, but we do a decent amount. Enough to... Oh, shit. Gotta lock in for a second here. Yeah. I mean, it kills. Yeah. Got our fragments. Whatever, yada yada. There's a tier 17. You can take a look at the map mods. Yeah, more currency, whatever. It could clear tier 17s. Yeah. But I much prefer playing it this way. It's much more of a gamble. This is the true softcore experience. So let's do one more map just so you can see. I'll actually have the path to building here in the description. It can run low cooldown recovery. You can do it fine. You can do most map mods. The only things it can't do is just no regen, no ailments. So, and yeah, chaos damage. This thing has like no chaos resistance at all. Like I could play the game while like looking at the character sheet. The good thing about Frostblink is that it gives you auto targeting. So every now and again it would just randomly teleport you into a pack. And then once you cast Lightning Warp again, it might also cast a Shock Nova. Yeah. The Frost Blink is not for damage. It's purely just for meme value. And I think that's fucking great. Like, look at this kind of Flicker Strike. It looks exactly just like Flicker Strike, but it's spell. Which is fucking crazy. Yeah, we do that. Where's the boss? Put down this totem. A nerve. And the boss is dead. Yep. Crazy. Yeah, and the issue with Frostblink though is like when you're trying to stay still to do damage, sometimes you will randomly teleport into things. That's the trade-off for like full tweak value. In hideout flicker strike. Like, do you think you would ever see the day? I'm not moving my cursor. Why is Shock Nova never been played like this? Okay, anyways, that's all I got for the build. I can't tell you how to craft all this gear. It's actually mostly just... It's actually really simple to gear. You just need +3 lightning spells, lots of lightning damage so that your explosions do a lot of damage, flat added lightning, cast speed. We're also elemental overload, so we don't really care about crit. So there's a dead mod on there. And then cast speed, mana, negative res. No, this is a crazy amulet. I'm not gonna lie. Cast speed, negative lightning res. I couldn't find one with mana and cast speed. Like, these rings just simply don't exist. Like, or they do, they're being used for different purposes. They're most likely to being used. I don't even know what they're being used for. But this helmet, 60 chaos. And basically build defining. Yep. Crazy damage. 93k. Heirophant. Yep. POB is gonna be in the description. Hope you guys have fun flickering in hideout. Alright. Take care, guys.